को सुष्मिता का प्यार भरा नमस्ते. Welcome back to our new episode of the series The Sentence. What is Sushmita ma'am's class without a revision? So what we did in our last class, let's take a quick recap. But before we jump into the video, kindly subscribe our channel so that you get updates about our new episodes. Coming to the sentence. What is a sentence? Basically, a sentence is a group of words which conveys a complete meaning to you. You are able to understand it correctly. Also, the words are arranged in a way that it gives you a meaning, right? We had gone through a lot of examples also, and we did punctuation rules as well about full stop, question mark, exclamation mark, comma, and that proper noun begins with a capital letter. It was indeed a good session we had last week, right? So now we will be studying about types of sentences. We had told you that there are 4 types of sentences, okay? Basically, a sentence, when you listen or when you write a sentence, you learned the rules of writing a sentence in punctuation. Now, it is important to identify that sentence so that you can punctuate it. Like, unless and until you know that whether this question is a question or it is just a statement. If it is just a statement, we are putting a full stop. If it is a question, we are putting a question mark. If it is an exclamatory sentence, we are putting an exclamation mark, right? So it is important that we study, that we know the different types of sentences, okay? So based on that, sentences are of 4 types. They are declarative sentences, interrogative sentences, exclamatory sentences, and last, imperative sentences, okay? So in today's class, we will be studying about declarative sentences and interrogative sentences, okay? So let us deep dive into the world of declarative sentences. It is very important that we first understand that what is a declarative sentence, okay? So let me put it like this. Declarative. Okay. You have to also know the other name for declarative sentence is assertive sentence. Okay. They are both the same. You need to remember that. Declarative sentence and assertive sentences are both the same. Now, what does this word declarative mean? It is made up of a word declare. Declare means to tell, to inform, to let you know something or to make a statement. आपको उसके बारे में कुछ बताया जा रहा है, right? जैसे आप कुछ कह रहे हैं, like I am feeling unwell today. तो ये आप बता रहे हो. तो जो भी एक सेंटेंस होता है जिससे आपको कोई इंफॉर्मेशन, कोई ओपिनियन, कोई बात उसका पता चल रहा है या आपको वो बताया जा रहा है, उसको हम declarative sentences कहते हैं. If we do a few examples on it, like New Delhi is the capital of India. So like it's a fact, it is being told to you, आपको बताया जा रहा है, you know it. I want to go for a picnic today. So this is what I am feeling, right? I am just letting you know. तो जिन sentences से आपको पता चले कोई बात का, किसी information का, किसी opinion का, किसी fact का, the earth revolves around the sun. It's a fact, right? So जब भी आपको किसी sentence से, every time when you get to know any kind of an information, any kind of an opinion, any kind of a fact or any kind of a truth, universal truth that we say, right? Like I go to school every day. Like I'm just stating this fact to you, right? I brush my teeth in the morning. It's a fact. It's a habit. We do it every day. I go to school at 7 o'clock every day. So this is a habit that I am into. So it states an opinion, it tells you, it declares something, or it tells you about an idea or about a fact, okay? So basically the work of declarative sentence is, or the idea behind a declarative sentence is that it declares or it states something, okay? Remember, declarative sentence will always, like all the sentences, they start with a capital letter. So the declarative sentence will start with a capital letter it will end with a full stop. Okay, this is declarative sentence. Can we go through few examples? Yes, we should go through some examples. So what we can do is, we can write it here. Declarative sentence is also known as assertive sentence. Okay, so what is it? It will start with a capital letter and end with a full stop. I am writing a sentence. My name is Sushmita. I'm ending it with a full stop. Okay, so it started with a capital letter and it is ending with a full stop. My name is Sushmita. What is the sentence telling you? It is basically stating, or it is basically telling you that my name is Sushmita. There are also few ways that you can understand whether it is a declarative sentence. It will always end with a full stop. And when you read the sentence, you will feel that the sentence is trying to give you some information. It is telling you something, it is declaring something, or it is stating something. Okay? With few more examples, come on, let's do few more examples. I live in Kolkata. See, started with a capital letter. There was a proper noun in the sentence, or there is a proper noun in the sentence. So it is beginning with a capital letter and it is ending with a full stop. See how all the rules are being connected. So it is important that we keep all the rules that we study in our mind so that we can use it, right? Now I am teaching you declarative sentence, but I also utilize proper noun, the concept of proper noun, and also the rules of punctuation. So I live in Kolkata. So I am telling this to you, or I am stating the fact that I live in Kolkata. The third sentence states, Ram goes to school every day. Again, Ram goes to school every day. It is telling you a fact, right? It's a habit that he is into. So Ram goes to school every day. Correct. Fourth one. I like to eat idli, dosa and chutney for breakfast. A very healthy breakfast, right? Okay, so what did I do? It started with a capital letter, it's ending with a full stop, and it is declaring, it is telling you about my preference for breakfast. Again, idli, dosa, chutney, right? These were several nouns that we are using in a sentence. So we need to separate them with a comma. So idli, dosa. So I put a comma and we do not put a comma before and. So again, see, again the rules of punctuation came in. So declarative sentences are those sentences which will give you some information, which will tell you a fact, which will tell you about or state something to you. Okay, so this is all about declarative sentences. We will definitely be practicing some worksheets next week. I have been telling this to you, like in every video, we have like for next week we will only be solving some worksheets in the video. Okay, coming to interrogative sentences. This is the second type of sentence that we will be doing today. So in each class we will be doing two types. Okay, so number one we did declarative sentences, and the second one I will be telling you about interrogative sentences. Okay, interrogative sentences are nothing but question sentences. Interrogative sentences are nothing but they are question sentences. And I told you, right, like question sentences will always end with a question mark. The sentences which will ask you a question which will pose you a question and end with a question mark. Such sentences are called interrogative sentences. Always remember, when you have an interrogative sentence, it is always followed by an answer. For example, how are you? I'm fine. Where do you live? I live in Kolkata. What is your name? My name is Sushmita, right? So if we write these questions, how are you? There's a question mark. Where do you live? What is your name? Right? So all of these questions, all of these sentences basically are questions. So they have question mark at the end. And see, these are always followed by an answer, right? If you ask somebody, how are you? There will always be an answer to it, right? So, how are you? I'm fine, I'm good. Where do you live? I live in Kolkata, I live in Delhi, I live in Switzerland, I live in Scotland, anywhere. What is your name? My name is Sushmita, right? So, they are followed by a answer and it ends with a question mark. So question words are basically, it can start with how, WH words as we tell it, what, where, who, whom, when, why, right? Does for that matter. So these usually the interrogative sentences begin with these words. So we studied about assertive and declarative sentences and interrogative sentences in today's class. We will be studying about exclamatory sentences and imperative sentences. These two, are the types of sentences which really needs a lot of attention while, understanding. So please stay tuned for our next class and thank you for being there and watching us. Thank you so much.